Hello, everyone, and welcome to Baton Rouge, Louisiana, home of the Bayou Bengals and the stadium called Death Valley since the late 50s. Today, two teams collide in an old-fashioned SEC showdown. The Gamecocks will put total leather to crank us up. And here's the return. Slips through the line. He's on the loose. There he goes. Open it up. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Getting set for the point after. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So that one will put his name in the record books. You can't have a longer return in college football. 100 yards for 6. They're just about to boot it away, full of energy after housing that last kickoff. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So the South Carolina Gamecocks offense is on the field for the first time today. And the spotlight in this game will undoubtedly be on these star wide receivers, David.
I mean, they're featured, Reese. Like, these guys are going to touch the football a lot. These offenses are built to get them the football, to make plays. We're in for a few catches today, Palmer.
We sure are. When you can get open like these guys can, when you have the speed to take the top off of the defense, you know you're going to see a lot of explosive plays today.
Running with power. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. And the Gamecocks are in the hurry-up. They'll throw it on first down. Wide open downfield. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. They'll go to the toss. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. On second down, just keeps firing. Snagged in the middle. It's Harbor. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. A shot toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
Man, really nice job attacking the middle of the field. You see those safeties, man, I want to split them. He splits it right down the middle, throws that post right on the numbers, catches the ball in the end zone. Touchdown.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. So LSU's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And this figures to be just a tremendous matchup of big play receivers, Jesse.
And because of their skills, Reese, you're going to see all types of ways in how they use them, right? They're going to throw it to them. They'll throw screens. They'll get jet sweeps. Get these guys as many touches as you can.
Well, and the good thing is, if you're a defense, you're used to it. You see this guy in practice every day. Now you're seeing another guy that's elite. Which defense can rise to the challenge and get a few stops and maybe nullify the playmaker?
He's going to pass. The sure hands, it's Watkins. Crosses the 30, he's got away. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 at the 11.
And we're going to call his name a lot today because this dude, he had over 100 last week. He has over 100 almost every single week because he's a staple in this offense. Puts up big numbers, makes big plays, and that's why he's also in the Heisman Trophy conversation. A wide receiver in that debate is special. This dude is special.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
That's really nice fundamentals by a right-handed quarterback, going to his left, getting the shoulder turned and the hips around, helping him make a very accurate throw.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Little touch pass to the receiver. Touchdown, LSU! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Play action on first down. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Really nice job there by the defense because I think they baited the QB into trying to fit that one in over the middle of the field. Remember, it's a big zone coverage. They've all got their eyes on him back there in the pocket, and they just let him feel like, maybe I can fit this football in. Not so fast. They come away with the pick.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. It's Nussmeier. Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Quarterbacks talk about it all the time. They love the clean pocket where they can step up, throw the football. That is not what they had. Nice job by the defense, beating the offensive line, disrupting the timing, and getting a nice clean hit on the quarterback.
Yeah, this offense is going to try to run the ball and do it in a variety of ways. You'll see zone reads. You'll just see straight downhill running. They'll get the toss play going as well to try to keep this defense on their heels.
They'll try to pick up the first. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down.
No mystery there. 4th and inches. Hand it off. Keep the drive alive.
Motion from the offense. The receiver on the jet sweep. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
And a great job seeing the motion, coming across the formation, understanding the jet sweep's a possibility, pulling the trigger, going and getting the guy on the ground.
Fires the pass, intercepted. Looking for more room. The 50. At the 30. He's at the 10. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, South Carolina. This time it's the defense finding ways to put points on the board.
There is nothing better than being a defender, seeing that ball in the end zone, your eyes get big as saucers, go, jump on that puppy, secure it, get you a touchdown.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. Coming out with it, it's Durham. He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick 6, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
That's caught. It's Thomas. They were able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Scrambling away. On the move, he fires. He's got an open man. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. The Tigers look to keep this drive humming. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Makes the catch, it's Thomas. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
And I like what the quarterback did to finish the run. He buys a little bit of time, scrambles out to his left, and as a right-handed quarterback, you really understand you got to square those shoulders while you're running, which can be difficult if you want to throw an accurate throw like he did right there.
Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. Both teams made no secret they wanted to target their big play receivers, and they've done just that in the first. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. The big fellas line up in a goal line defense. He's going to the right, looking for a pass to the end zone. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. So a drive there of 84. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
Handoff to the single running back. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with second and short. The Gamecocks want to crank the tempo. The pull and throw off the RPO. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. Running behind that left side. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down. And the Gamecocks looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Got his man. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his second touchdown of the game.
And he puts through the extra point. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth.
Into double coverage, and he picked it off.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Got it in the middle. It's Jacobs. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Now after the short completion, it's second down. He's looking to throw. Makes the pass. What a job to lay out and make the catch. Whew, boy, this freshman quarterback has a hose. Did he zing that thing in there? They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And after the field goal, guys, they are back on top. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. Takes the easy throw in the flat. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major...
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. It's caught. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. Couldn't ask for better field position for this offense. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. Tight coverage there did not stop him from making the grab. It's 1st and goal from the 8. Touchdown Gamecocks. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. It seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with a big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Kentucky has the lead right now. Feels like it's been this way since the players took the pregame catwalk. But this has been a very close game. They're up by 4 over Oklahoma.
They're going to throw it to start the drive. Going over the top. He's got it down the left side.
Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. That is.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Looking for a man. It's Nussmeier. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. They'll put it in play from the 40 on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. With the catch, it's Taylor. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the 1st down.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. 3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. He's looking to throw it. Pocket starts to collapse. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. He'll throw one to his right. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to...
Fires into traffic, picked off. Got room on the return. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, LSU. And the extra point is good. A 4-point game at 35-31. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Offense getting set for first down. They'll start this drive with a pass. Catch in the middle. It's Brown. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. One play in this drive and already out to the 41. It's first down. Gets it out fast. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They'll throw it on first down. And the defense gets to the quarterback. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
And that's what this defense needs to get going. You've given up a bunch of touchdowns. You haven't been great early, but now you finally get some pressure, get the quarterback to the ground.
Looking for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, South Carolina.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
Just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision making.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Time dwindling away as they try to put... He's going to fire deep. And he makes the catch inside the 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Tigers.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. And with time running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a terrific game from there in Death Valley.
LSU will put foot to leather to start the second half. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Those two first-half turnovers really damaging, and the primary reason they find themselves trailing to start the third quarter.
And this is an offense that prides themselves on taking care of the football and then having explosive plays. You know they're playing angry right now. They're mad. They know they're the reason why they're down in this game, so I expect them to come out here, lighten it up here at the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and this defense playing fast, playing physical, forcing things into action, forcing those turnovers. They played really well in this first half.
The Gamecocks racing to the line in the hurry-up. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. That's caught. It's Brown. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain. It makes life really easy on me on second down.
And the Gamecocks will snap it on 1st and 10.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer. Right now, and they may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside.
The freshman able to get home with the sack.
Well, that's a phenomenal individual effort getting that sack. What a dominant play. And I'll tell you, playing here at Death Valley, a play like that now is going to get this crowd hyped up. And that's something as an opposing quarterback you do not want. Take it from me. I know it from experience. I remember my true freshman year playing at night here in Death Valley. That was the first time in my life I understood what the term hostile environment meant. This place is scary when the crowd gets involved, and that sack right there is going to light them up.
And this is going to be incomplete on third down. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. And he'll need a little distance and accuracy, a 42-yarder from the left hash. It's good. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. Bringing it back. And the returner will be brought down. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollock.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Across the 25, he's got room. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
You know, they pride themselves on being physical at the point of attack, dominating at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there picking up the first down.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to scramble. Bought a little time, lets it go. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion? They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Here's the give off the left side. At the 45 on his way. And how much running room have they been able to find just all day? They are piling up unbelievable rushing stats.
And I tell you what, we can focus on the left side of the line of scrimmage because that's where the play starts. But you don't get big gains when you run out wide unless wide receivers, yes, wide receivers, commit to blocking, staying on their guys. Really good job on the outside by giving the running back space to make the big play.
Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it. Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of the spot.
Using his legs, it's Howell. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. The Gamecocks in the hurry-up. They'll try the run. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
And a lot of coaches put a lot of emphasis on situational type running, right? When it's a goal-to-go situation, short yardage situation, like when I need to run the football and they know I'm running the football. Right there, haven't had a lot of success, but I needed a few yards to get the first down. Great job by the offensive line, creating some space and getting the first down.
They'll leave it with him. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43. First down here for the offense. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
It's just simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
It's 3rd down, and they've got to get it to the 33. Off the play fake. Quarterback moving. Slings it downfield. Makes a connection. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. It's reverse. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
Let's see what they do on 3rd down. To the air. It's Nussmeier. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Finds his big tight end. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Here's the snap, looking to throw. He caught it. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Looking for room. It's Howell. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains. And the Gamecocks come to the line in the hurry-up. Quarterback on the keeper. He breaks a tackle. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down. The Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. Comes out throwing on first down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And nice answer by this defense. You give up a big play, you go take a big play. Sometimes you get down on yourselves and one play turns to two. Nice job by this defense getting a sack, creating some momentum.
Now the play fake. They're bringing heat. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Trying to get to it. Pulls it in. It's Howell.
I know that was third down, and I know the quarterback's trying to be careful. You don't want to be too greedy, but he had guys open downfield. I think if he had been a little bit more patient and been a little bit more willing to let the play develop, I think he could have converted that with a throw vertically down the field. Instead, he got lazy, checked it down to his running back, and now they're setting up fourth down. Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt, find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Yeah, it's a nice job by this defense. Obviously backed up against it. Time running out. Got to get the football back. Two good plays. Now third down. I stay aggressive. Have to come after him. If they decide to throw the football, so be it. But stay aggressive. Get that football back for your offense.
Catch in the middle. It's Taylor. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Just 1 for 3 on fourth down today, but they'll try to move those chains with this play. Pass is incomplete, but a lot of contact there. I think it's going to be pass interference and a first down.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. You simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Runs through the tackle. He's in open space downfield. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. The defense's head may still be spinning. They're just outside the red zone now. 1st and 10 from the 22. The give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. This is a big third down. If they can move the chains, they can just about salt this game away. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Caught over the middle. It's Turner. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. The offense lining up for a first down play. He wants to throw. Lost one deep down the right side. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there. This offense has a second down play. After the incompletion, they go back up top. It's complete. They will score. Touchdown LSU. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide. And the extra point splits the uprights, and the lead balloons to 15. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
To the air on first down. He wants a big play here late. Nearly another interception. It'll be second down.
You know, I feel for this offense, if they're going to get back in the game, I don't know if they're going to be able to do it with chunk plays. They're going to have to be methodical and generate some first downs and march down the field.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Going up top on first down. Quickly complete. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. That last completion sets him up on second down. Looking to throw it again. Caught in the backfield. It's Brown. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. They'll throw on third and short. Unleashes one deep. Throw to the end zone. Picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. The quarterback takes a knee.